Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today in this video we are going to learn about the max function in Salesforce, and we are going to learn this concept for both Salesforce Lightning as well as the classic user interface. But before we will proceed to our today's topic, there is one good news for you, that we have launched our Salesforce admin training course. This Salesforce admin course is for from beginner to advanced level, and it is for each and every user who are interested to learn the Salesforce administration without even have any prior knowledge of a Salesforce. This course consists of 9 plus modules with 21 plus or HD videos, and you will get the lifetime access of this course on a one time purchase. At we are providing you some extra course material in the forms of PDFs and the solution, and at the end of course you will get the certification of completion. If you are going to take this course, we are here to help you out if you stuck anywhere in the Salesforce course, and we also help you to crack the interviews. Now the best part to purchase this course is right now is this course is available at the 50% discount right now. So this course consists of 9 modules, where we have covering up from the Salesforce introduction towards the navigation, how you can redirect yourself to the classic as well as the lightning experience, because we are covering each and every topic of a Salesforce admin in both lightning and the classic interface. We are going to let you know how you can create a user, how you can handle it, how you can delete, freeze and reset the user password in both lightning as well as the classic interface. Even we are covering up the security features, where we are letting you know how you can set up the field level security to record level security, and even you how you can handle the organizational level security, restrict the user to access your organization, and even object and app level security. Moving ahead, we are covering a topic of how you are going to create a apps, objects and tab in Salesforce with their customization, and we are also letting you know about the different fields that are available in Salesforce, how you are going to create it in both lightning as well as the classic interface with the formulas and function too. If we talk about the advanced topic, we are going to cover up the custom buttons, links, actions, a page layout and the list view. So you can customize your Salesforce administration org according to your requirement in the advanced features. We are also covering up the schema builder to process builder and the validation rules too, so you can handle out your Salesforce data easily. We also covering a reports and dashboard to make a visualization of the data, so you can get easy access or a view of your records or a data that are in a Salesforce. If you are dealing up with the bulk data, and if you want to work up with the millions of a data in one go, we are also letting you know how you can do in this thing in a one go using a third party tool, that is a data loader and the data import wizard. We are covering each and every topic, how you can insert, update, even a delete and import the things using a data loader, and how you can even create a object from the spreadsheet. So without any waste of time, go to the description, click on the link of this course and purchase it right now. This course is available for 50% of discount for some period of a time, so just go and click here and purchase it. You will not going to avail this kind of course content anywhere for the admin course at this much of price. So now let's move back to our today's topic, that is a max function in Salesforce. So let's firstly understand what does we mean by a max function. So max function is one of the mathematical function of a Salesforce that is used to carry out the mathematical computation, and this function is used to find out the maximum value, or you can say the highest number from the list of the number in Salesforce. So if we see its syntax, it is given on your screen right now. Here you can see that here we are passing a parameter value that can take a number field or any advanced formula for the maximum function. So now let's proceed and learn how we can use this max function in Salesforce Lightning to calculate the maximum value of a field. So here I open my Salesforce account, and by default I am on a service home setup page, but I want to redirect myself to the Salesforce Lightning set. Click on the gear icon given on the top right side, and from here I click on the setup option. It will take me to the main setup page of the Lightning interface, and once you reach to the screen that is visible on your screen right now, it means you are successfully reached yourself to the main home setup page. Now you can see that on the top of the bar we have a option as a object manager, or you can say a tab with the name object manager. You need to click on that, and from here you will get the list of all the objects that are in Salesforce, either it is a custom one or a standard one. Now it's time to choose the object on which you want to use this max function. Let's suppose I am going to show you how you can do that on the contact object, as my agenda is to let you know how you can track the maximum age of the client based upon the birth date. So here I am going to use the quick find box that is given on the right side. Here I type the contact, and here it gives me the result for the contact object. I click on that. Once I get in a result, now it's take me to the object manager page for the contact. Now on the left side bar we have an option of a fields and relationship. I'm going to click on that, and it will take me to the page where will I get the list of all the fields that are in particular object name as a contact, either it is a custom one or a standard one. Now my agenda is to use the max function, so I am going to let you know how you can do it using the formula field. So for that I am going to create one field for you. So here on the top we have a new button. I click on that. Once I click on this new, it will take me to the page where it asks me to choose the field type for the data that you are going to store in it. As I told you, we are going to use the function, and it is only possible for the formula field. So here I click on the formula radio button and click on the next step to proceed to the next step of the process. Now it's time to enter the field label. So here you give the name of the field that you want to create. Let's suppose I am going to calculate the maximum age. So here I am going to type as a maximum age as a field label, and you can see a field name get automatically populated. This field name act as a API for it. Now you can scroll down and see here we have a formula return type. Here you need to choose up which data type you want to get in a return as a result of this field that you have created. So I want to get the result in a number format. I click the radio button next to the number. Here by default the decimal places are set to 2, but I want to change it to the 0. So here I click on the drop down and set it place to 0, and click on the next button to proceed to the next step. Now in this next step we have to create an advanced formula using the max function. As I am going to calculate the maximum age of the client using the max function, here I am going to enter it. So firstly our step is I need a max function. So here on the right side we have a function as a section. Here I have a drop down name as a all function category. So as I told you, this max function is a part of the mathematical category. So I click on the maths, and now I scroll down. You can see that it gives me all the function that belongs to the maths. Here I get a max. I select it, and it gives me a box of insert selected function under this function category box. So I click on that, and it successfully entered up the max function on the page where are going to enter the formula. So now if you want to enter the field, you need to click on the insert field button, and if you want to need any operator, you can click on this insert operator button and you can use it. Now according to your requirement, you can similarly add multiple functions or a field to calculate the maximum age. So let's firstly create up my formula. So here I enter up my function. Now to check whether it is correctly entered or not, here we have a check syntax button. I click on that, and once I click, it will gives me that there is a no syntax error in this function. So it means it is a correctly entered function. And now I explain you what I am doing. Here I am subtracting the birth date year that I calculated using the year function from the birth date, and it takes from the help of the today function, because I want to get the year of from the birth date from the current year. So here I am subtracting the year from today and the year from the birth date, and I pass this resultant value to the maximum function to calculate the maximum age of the client. So if you want to add any description or help text, you can also add it. If you want to handle the blank fields, you can also handle it. Now I click on the next button to proceed to the next step. Now in this next step you need to set up the field level security. Now in this field level security, you need to select the profile to which you want to grant the edit access of this particular field, and if you want to grant it, you need to check the checkbox given under the visible column. If you want to grant this permission to each and every file, you can simply click on the checkbox next to the visible. Here some of the boxes are already checked. If you want to revoke it, you can uncheck that. After that, you need to click on the next button, and it is the last step where you need to add the field to the page layout, where you need to select on which page layout this field will be included. Here we have a multiple page layout. By default all of them are checked. If you want that this field is not located on the any of the specific page layout, you can uncheck that, and this field will be not appear if you don't select it. So after making these changes, you need to simply click on the save button, and once you click on a save button, it successfully created up the formula field where you have used the max function. So now to check it whether it is correctly working or not, you need to click on the app launcher. These 9 dots are known as a app launcher. Here you need to search for the contact object, because we are creating this thing on a contact. So here I click for the contacts. Once I get it, and it will take me to the page where I will get the list of all the contacts that are in our Salesforce organization record. Now let's see how it's working or not. So I randomly pick up any record, and I am going to click on that, and it will take me to its detail page. So here I click on the detail section. You can see that once I scroll down, here I have entered the birth date, and it calculated the age as a 29, and when it's time for the maximum age, it gives us a 30. So here how its maximum age function work. So presently is age is a 29 maybe, but maximum to maximum it goes to the 30 if we minus the today's year with the birth year. So with this we have learned how we can use the max function in Salesforce Lightning. Now we are going to learn how we can use this max function to calculate the maximum value in a Salesforce Classic 2. So for that, firstly you need to redirect yourself to the classic interface. So here I click on the profile that is given on the right side. Here I get a option of a switch to a Salesforce Classic. When I click on that, it will take me to the classic interface of a page. Now by default we are always redirected to the home page of a Salesforce Classic, you can see that, but we need a setup of a Salesforce Classic. So we click on the setup option. If you will not get a setup option here, you need to click on the drop down arrow given next to your name, and here you will get the setup option. So now it's time to scroll down to, and you can see that on the left section we have a build as a section. So here we have a customize drop down, where you will get the list of all the standard objects that are here. If you are going to deal up with the custom object, you can click on this create, and under this create we have objects, and once you click on that, you will get the list of the custom objects. But I am going to show you how you can use the max function for the product object, as I want to track the maximum price of the product. So here I am going to search for the product as my object, because I am going to show you these things on that. Here I get it, so I click on that, and it gives me option of customize your product field. So I'm going to create up the new field. For that I click on that, because as I told you, we are going to learn this concept how we can use this max function in the formula field. Now you can see it gives me the list of fields that are in this particular product object. Either it is the standard or the custom one it has a section for the standard fields and one for the custom one. So as I want to create a one new field in the custom part, so here in the custom section we have a new button. So I click on that, and it will take me to the page where I need to choose up the formula type, or you can say a field type for storing up my information. So as we are going to use a function, I select the formula 1 and click on the next button, and once I click on that, it will take me to the page where I need to choose up the field label. So as I told you, I am going to calculate the maximum price of the product. So here I entered as a maximum price, and this field name is automatically populated based upon the field label that you enter. The next thing, you need to choose up the formula return type. So as we are dealing up with the price, we are going to select it as a currency. By default it's decimal place is set to 2. If you want to change, you can do that, otherwise you can leave and click on the next button. And once you click on the next, it will take you to the next step where you need to enter up the formula in the formula editor to compute the maximum value from the list using the max function. So let's use the max function. If you want to use a max function, here on the right side we have a function as a category section. I click on it, and as I told you, this function is a part of the mathematical section. You need to click on the maths. Now you need to scroll down and search for your max function and select it. Once you select it, it will give you a button of insert selected function. You need to click on that. It enters the maximum function on your screen. So in the previous lightning part, we let you know how you can enter the field to this max function. Now we are going to see how we can pass the list to it. So here I create a max function. Now I pass the different values to it as a values of this max function. So here I am randomly putting up the values, and to check it whether it is correct or not, here I click on the check syntax button. So you can see that there is a no syntax error in it, and here I pass the list of the numbers to the max function, and the max function picks up the highest number from the list of the number and set it as a maximum price for the product. So if you want to add any description or help text, you can do that. Otherwise, click on the next button, and in the next step you need to establish the field level security, where you need to choose up the profile to which you want to grant the access of this field for editing. And if you don't want to grant, you can uncheck the check boxes given in the field visible column. Here some of them already checked. If you want to grant, you can need to check this, otherwise leave as it is. Now click on the next button to proceed to the last step, where you need to select the page layout on which you want to include this field. Here only one page layout is there, so it is already checked. If I unchecked it, it will not the field will not appear on that particular page layout, and the field that you added will be appear as the last field in the first two columns. So now to save it, you need to click on the save button, and once you click on a save, it successfully created up the formula field in which you have using a max function. Now to see how it's working, on the top of the navigation bar you can see that we have a product as object. If you are not getting your object name here, you need to click on the plus, and here you will get the list of the objects that are in a Salesforce Classic. So here I click on the products, and here you can see that it gives me the list of all the products that are here. So I randomly pick up one product to see how it's working on, and once I click on that, you can see that it automatically set the max price to the USD 1023, because the list I have passed, it has a multiple value, and the highest value from the list is 1023, and so it's automatically set up the maximum price to it. So with this, we have learned how we can use the max function in Salesforce Lightning as well as a classic interface. So if you like this video, click on the like button and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Thanking you for watching and have a great day.